welcome. My name is Heroine Bob, and welcome to Bob Buys, the channel I share with y'all my part-time reselling journey here in the state of Virginia. I'm going sourcing today. It is 1:30 Freckle because I forgot my Apple Watch. I'm obviously not awake yet this morning. So our Goodwills, due to the panorama, have started to open later or are switched their hours to later, so now they don't open until 11 on the weekend. So it is almost 11, so I'm gonna see if I can find some more good stuff by actually making it to a Goodwill as they open, and I'm gonna take y'all with me and see what we can find for resale.
So this Goodwill actually had a line. I waited to go in until after that line had gone inside, and here I am in the men's jeans, and as you can see I already found something. A brand new pair of Levi's 501 new with tags in a great size, 34-32. I could not believe that this was just like sitting at the end. And then you see I found also a little Longenberger cottagecore tote, also new with tags. I do like to go through the men's accessories. I try to take every tie. I saw this vintage Bugle Boy tie that is so 80s, but I left that behind. But I did pick up these Ralph Marlin because Pink Elephants, as you know, is an alcoholic reference, and then the pink pigs I thought were just cute. They were very kitschy and very vintage, also from the 80s, so I put them in my cart. And then you see here me thinking very hard about these Blue Willow pieces. That's that pattern, by the way. Many companies made this in the mid-century era, and many companies continue to make this pattern. This is made by Clarence, Staffordshire, England. They are very vintage. I'm guessing they were made around the mid-century time. They also had some crazing, and this is me thinking really hard about it. I then also found these beautiful saucers made in occupied Japan, which means that they were made after World War II, but before, like, I think mid-1950s. And they just didn't have their teacups with them, so I left them. And then I found this peach lusterware bowl with this banding. This is LBC or LDB Co. Germany, Bavarian. I put it in my cart. As you can see, the Blue Willow is also there. They wanted $6 for that though, and then they also wanted like $10 for the Blue Willow. And then I found this Brendan Aaronstone. Now, if you find the shamrock pieces, that sells way better, but again, this is very cottagecore, so I decided to stick it in my cart and wave goodbye to the Blue Willow. Goodbye, Blue Willow. Me flipping through the men's racks, and I found this Theory polo. I have never found Theory at the thrifts in my area before, so that was exciting to me. And that's the price of the short sleeve shirt, so $4. I found this, it just says made in Hawaii. It doesn't have a brand other than made in Hawaii. And this is a 70s piece. Look at those button details. So that also went in my cart. And then I see this 70s, like late 70s, early 80s. There's a stain there. Knit zip up polo. These actually were selling pretty good, but I left it behind because of the stain. And then of course I found Eli Plains with the button pearl snaps. And then this vintage Old Navy t-shirt made in the USA. I have never found vintage Old Navy. That single stitch, look at that, beautiful. But I actually left that behind because Goodwill put a hole in it. This is Don't Mess with Texas with Jersey's vintage tag. The sleeves are cut off of it, but I could not leave this behind. And then here is a vintage Harley Davidson piece, also made in the USA in a women's large. It was like a cropped with a 3/4 length sleeve, but yeah, Goodwill does as Goodwill likes to do and put a hole in that as well. So I put that back, but I did pick up this Flying Tomato piece, which has a wool blend, and this Nike US Air Force tee as well.
Well, that was an unexpected and spectacular thrift trip. I only spent, again, 1/2 Freckle. I keep forgetting I don't have my watch on because I left it at home. But I spent about an hour and 15 minutes in there. I spent $52 and some change. And the brand new pair of Levi's, I cannot believe, is a brand new with tags, like all the accoutrements with like the stickers and all that stuff. Pair of 501 Levi's that was not marked up. Goodwill, this Goodwill definitely, if it's new with tags, tends to mark everything up. So the fact that that was missed, very nice. So that piece and the Air Force Nike tee should pay for everything. And they're gonna probably be the quickest things to sell as well, which is why I say it that way. And it's my first time finding Theory ever in the thrifts. That's not really a brand that we have or see a lot of in this area of Virginia. So that was cool, even if it's a men's small and it's not gonna sell for much. Still pretty happy about finding one of those brands, and I'm just happy in general. I didn't pick a whole lot of breakables up this time. The Blue Willows like kind of hurt leaving behind, but I just didn't want to sit on them. Whereas the Breland, the Irish stuff that I did pick up, I picked that up more out of like, I could not leave that behind because it's very cottagecore. It's vintage, it's beautiful, it's made in Ireland, and I couldn't stand to get that smashed and trashed, whereas I know the Blue Willow is very collectible. And I'm sure someone else will pick it up before it gets smashed and trashed. And then the lusterware piece, even though it was a Bavarian piece, because they had it marked up at $6, which I know I said in the voiceover, I just went ahead and left it behind. That's like $10 is roughly what you can get plus shipping, and it's just not worth it to me. It wasn't like a wow hand-painted piece. It did have like some cute banding, but like the colors were weird. It was just a weird combination of colors to have with the peach lusterware. So still really happy. I'm super glad that I decided to go thrifting before I went running, and I'm gonna go do that now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would personally like to thank all 1,250 of my subscribers. Interesting history fact for the year 1,250 is that cuckold came into use in the English language. If you don't know what cuckold is, it means a husband of an adulterous wife. Subsequently, cuqueen, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a woman with an adulterous husband. The more you know. But I will see you in the next video. Bye! Bye. Hello and welcome. My name is There Is a Hair on the Lens. Hi. Now you're clean.